Microsoft's AI just made a move that could change the future of the internet, and it's bad news for Google. For years, Google has been the undisputed king of search. Their dominance was so overwhelming that competitors didn't even try to take them down. But now, something is shifting. Microsoft, a company many thought had given up on search, is striking back, and they're doing it with artificial intelligence. This isn't the old Bing you remember. Microsoft has been quietly building AI technology that's now powerful, enough to challenge Google where it hurts most, their search empire. And if you control search, you control the gateway to the internet, the flow of information, and billions in advertising revenue. Microsoft knows this, and they're playing for keeps. The story starts with Microsoft's massive investment in AI research over the last few years. While the world was focused on flashy announcements from Google and other tech giants, Microsoft was pouring billions into AI partnerships and infrastructure. Their close alliance with OpenAI gave them early access to some of the most advanced AI models on the planet. But what they've done with that technology is where things get really interesting. Instead of just releasing a chatbot like everyone else, Microsoft has been embedding AI directly into its product's Office, Windows, Teams, Outlook, and most importantly, Bing. This integration means AI is not just a side tool. It's becoming part of the daily workflow for hundreds of Taging Elms, of millions of people. And every single one of those users is a potential threat to Google's search monopoly. In early tests, Microsoft's new Bing with AI can understand complex queries, summarize web pages instantly, and even generate complete answers without the user having to click on multiple links. That's a nightmare for Google, whose entire business model depends on people clicking through search results so they can serve ads. If users can get everything they need directly from Bing, Google loses both traffic and revenue. And it's not just about better answers. Microsoft is going after the future of how people interact with computers. Imagine asking your laptop to prepare a market analysis, summarize an email thread, or find you the best travel deal all in seconds without opening a browser. That's where Microsoft is headed, and it's a future where Google search becomes less relevant every day. Behind the scenes, there's a deeper strategy at play. Microsoft understands that Google is vulnerable right now. The company has faced internal chaos, missed product launches, and public criticism for moving too slowly with AI, while Google has been cautious, afraid of breaking its lucrative ad business. Microsoft has been aggressive, pushing new features live and taking risks. There's also the matter of trust. In recent years, Google's image as the good guy of tech has eroded. People are increasingly aware of how much data the company collects, how much it knows about them, and how it shapes the information they see. Microsoft is positioning itself as the alternative, a company that can offer powerful AI without the same baggage. Whether that's true or not doesn't matter as much as the perception, and perception is everything in a tech war. One of the boldest moves Microsoft is rumored to be making is integrating AI search directly into Windows at the system level. That means when you search for something on your computer, it doesn't just look at your files, it searches the entire internet, summarizes results, and gives you instant answers, all without opening Google. For the average user, it could make Bing the default choice simply because it's already built in and works seamlessly. Google isn't sitting still, of course. They've been working on their own AI projects like Gemini, and they still control the vast majority of the search market. But their problem is inertia. When you're the market leader, every big change feels risky. Microsoft doesn't have that problem. They can experiment, fail fast, and iterate without worrying about protecting a massive revenue stream. Because they're already the underdog, the stakes couldn't be higher. Search is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, and whoever controls it can shape the future of the internet. But A changes the rules. It's no longer about who has the biggest index of web pages, but who can deliver the most useful, most accurate, and fastest answers. In that game, Microsoft is catching up fast. There's also the corporate battlefield to consider. Google dominates consumer search, but Microsoft rules the workplace. By embedding AI into tools like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, they're making sure business users get hooked on their ecosystem. Once those habits form, switching to Google becomes harder. And if they can connect work data with internet search through AI, Google won't just lose search dominance, they could lose the enterprise market entirely. Another factor is AI assistance. Microsoft's Copilot is becoming the brain behind everything from code writing to document editing. And the more capable it becomes, the less people will rely on Google. If your AI assistant can answer a question instantly, why open a browser at all? This is exactly the kind of behavior change that can topple even the biggest tech giants. But perhaps the most dangerous thing for Google is the shift in public excitement. For years, Google was seen as the innovator. Now, the buzz is around Microsoft's moves in AI. Every headline, every new feature demo, chips away at Google's image as the leader in technology. And in the tech industry, perception often becomes reality. We're witnessing the start of what could be the most important tech rivalry of the decade. It's not just about market share or ad revenue. It's about control over how we access and interact with the world's information. Microsoft has thrown down the gauntlet, and for the first time in a long time, Google has a real fight on its hands. Whether Microsoft actually dethrones Google remains to be seen. Google still has the resources, the talent, and the infrastructure to stay on top. But history shows that dominant companies often fall not because they're beaten outright, but because they fail to adapt fast enough. Microsoft is betting that AI is the disruption that will finally crack Google's armor. If they're right, the internet as we know it could look very different in just a few years. Search might not mean typing keywords into a box anymore. Might mean talking to an AI that knows your preferences, your work, your schedule, and can get you what you need instantly. And in that world, Google's old model starts to look outdated. One thing is clear: Microsoft isn't aiming to compete. They're aiming to win. And in this game, second place doesn't count. The question now is whether Google can fight back or if they've already been outplayed.